Hey guys, this is John666134 here, and I am doing not a Halo review today. I am doing a review on the WWE Build and Brawl MVP stand. MVP, as you can see on the back. See on the back. Let me get him to stand again. This guy is a pain in the butt. There we go. But I've always liked the Build and Brawl figures. They're just a mini version of the much taller versions that are like maybe 6 inches tall, and he's about 1.5 to 2 inches. He's about that tall. But I like him because he's a lot more, he's got a lot less weight on him, and he's just easier to maneuver, and he's one of my favorite Build and Brawl figures that I have. But my favorite would be Rey Mysterio, but it's broken. Sad face. Sorry, I'm good. I didn't just have a seizure behind the camera. But overall, he is a really nice figure. I like his paint because it's got his original. Well, if he was still in wrestling, I don't know exactly what happened with his story and background, but if he was still in there, he'd probably be wearing this. So it's good for the fact that it's realistic. You can do a lot with it. I've seen a lot of people do stop motions and stuff with them. I've started to dabble with stop motions. I've done a couple that are decent, but none that are like I don't have more stop motions that are like really good because I'm new and I'm still learning what I have capabilities of doing. But I have not yet moved on to doing wrestling figures with my stop motions. But I will get my good stop motions up on here on YouTube in the next few days. I'll be going to where I can get to a computer in a couple days, so I'll have those up when I figure out how to do that. But sorry, I keep going back to the figure. The one thing he's here for. But he has the silver and black, I guess, jumpsuit. He has this little silver name tag with no name. I don't know why this there. It's just a silver blotch. I think it had a name on there on his actual suit. I'm not for sure. But for the longest time, I thought that was hair. But it's actually a bandana. And I felt really dumb. But overall, he is a really nice figure. Definitely able to be used when I'm bored. But onto the articulation. Let me stand him up. Stay. He has articulation in the neck a little bit, not very much. Like, I don't know why, but his neck is not in form with his head. It's too, like, if you can see it, his neck is too thick. But he can't really, like, he can move his head up, and you can tell that he's moving his head up. My camera's too low, sorry. You can tell that his head's up, but you can't really move him past there. And his head can kind of turn. Not really. But articulation in the shoulders, it's a ball. Rotate in his upper forearms, elbows, and wrists. His wrists swivel. Oh, and the upper wrist where his hand can move. Like the not ruthless aggression, I can't think of the name of the series, but the series that looks exactly like this guy, but like 4 times taller. He's the exact same figure as those, but mini. So he has this mid-belly articulation where he can move his entire upper body, which I like that, if he's not too loose, which He is kind of loose, but it's not too bad. He has articulation in the hip. He can rotate 360. A joint, I don't know what joint that's called, but he's got a joint here in the upper leg. His thigh can rotate. He's got 2 articulation points in his knee. Fail. He's got one in the upper knee where he can do that. And then one in the lower knee where he can kick. But, and ankle. He can rotate his ankle 360 degrees. But, overall it is a really nice figure. I've used him for a lot of my, I don't want to sound nerdy or weird or anything, but when, I've had this for a few years, and, sorry, and I got bored a lot, so I just sat around and made him wrestle other wrestlers out of pure boredom, you know. People do that kind of thing. Get bored, they do random stuff. That was me. I played with my toys when I was a kid. Don't blame me for being a kid. But, I used him a lot because I do like his articulation. Yeah, I like him a lot. But, if you are into getting wrestling figures, and you, like MVP and you've always liked him, I suggest pick it up because it is a really nice figure. I've had a bad thing with my videos and getting off track, but now that I've figured out what I am doing wrong, I've come to figure out that, like, if I've got more than one thing to say, like, if I've got something to talk about with the figure and then I've got something completely different, I accidentally switch to that and forget about what I was going to say about the figure. I am extremely sorry for that, but I am now finished with the figure. I just need to tell you guys some news. I am still selling that huge lot of figures that I've shown on my recent video, and I know a lot of people have watched it because it's got the most views out of any of my videos, but I still have yet only had one potential buyer. If you guys want, just go ahead and throw it out there, say you want it, blah blah blah, and I will not hesitate to answer you guys' questions and negotiate what you guys need price-wise. And I can guarantee you that your product will be there safely, and I am not a scammer. I'm just looking for some quick money, and with the heat waves going through, it's just too hot to work outside, so I haven't been able to get some money, and I need it before next month for some projects I'm trying to do. If you guys could buy some figures and help me out, it'd be very greatly appreciated. But yeah, this guy I like MVP. He's a good figure. I give him a 5 out of 5 on the figure scale. I suggest you pick him up. Rate, subscribe, comment, questions. I hope you guys have a good day. This is John666124. And I hope you guys have a good day. Goodbye.